Welcome to another edition of Anti-Court Lessons in Nigeria. My name is Akin Okunowo. I am popularly known as Aluta. I am the national leader of anti-court activities in Nigeria and also the general tutor of anti-court lessons in Nigeria. The title of today's lesson is Stop Peace Deals with Bandits. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call a spade a spade. The Nigerian government at the federal, state, and local government levels are expected to be defending Nigerian citizens against criminal invaders and all terrorist groups attacking us in this country. They are supposed to bring the criminals to book and practically demonstrate that Nigerian government has zero tolerance for terrorism. But what is the government doing? The government has been granting terrorists questionable amnesty and freedom under the disguise of calling them repentant bandits. I want to ask, who counseled and certified them as repentant terrorists? We don't understand, and the government is not talking. Let's talk about the funny scenario, for example, where communities are abandoned by the government and they were frustrated to be signing peace deals with terrorists. For the first time in the history of fighting terrorism in Nigeria, it is when the terrorists who signed peace deals with the communities they are attacking now violate the peace accord that we see dramatic reports that says, let me quote, on receiving a distress, security forces were promptly mobilized to the scene. The area was cordoned off, and during the operation, one of the victims was rescued unhurt. What kind of report is that? It can never sound real by any analysis or interpretation, no matter how you want to paint such strange drama in Nigeria. No matter how you want to paint the drama, we are not in China or America that the security system are sophisticated for that matter. It happened on the 16th of September 2025 in Kankara local government area of Katsina state. Notorious bandits blocked Kaza Dai road and abducted some passengers coming from Zaria going to Dusima. The report claimed that 3 students of the Federal University of Dusima were among the victims, that upon getting a distress call from the area, the Nigerian security forces swing into quick action and cordoned off the entire area. They were able to secure one of the 3 students and still making further efforts to rescue others. The remaining 2 students are females, both from the Department of Sociology. The issue of concern for today's lesson is that the attack happened despite the communities under Kankara local government have entered into a renewed peace deals with the bandits, and the people were assured by the authorities that the peace deal were aimed at ending banditry in Katsina and other parts of the northwest. The questions are, what are the benefits of peace deal with terrorists? What are the terms and conditions of the peace deals? A single community is being attacked over and over again in Nigeria, and no prompt response from security forces. In many situations, responses from our security forces are slow. It is like we don't really have enough manpower to confront the terrorists. The residents of the affected communities around the nation are helpless and frustrated. In some cases, the residents would have been informed that they are coming to attack them, and the security forces would have been informed like over 24 hours before the attack. Yet, there will be no prompt response. The invaders will operate for many hours during the attacks. No security force comes to their rescue. For many years, not until 2025, it is a normal thing that no security forces come to the prompt rescue of the communities or victims when they are under attack or repeated attacks by terrorists. This particular phenomenon hurt many Nigerians who see the untimely and poor response of our security forces as a big challenge in combating terrorism in Nigeria. In fact, it is now the order of the day in Nigeria that security forces don't respond timely to distress situation. It is after the criminal attacks that the security forces will come and be doing gra up and down, even arrest innocent people and be pretending as if they are doing fantastic job. All these years, since the terrorists have been attacking all over the north, there were no dramatic reports like this. It is very, very funny. This report is the most hilarious report I have ever had on fighting terrorism in Nigeria. Not that it is impossible, but Nigeria have not shown capability for that kind of result. We see they play with terrorists. Even when they attack police barracks, military bases, there was never such James Bond intervention to the distress situation. So when prompt response like this are now happening only in places where peace deals with terrorists exist, I think some people are acting just mere drama to deceive the whole world like that. Oh, peace deal between community and terrorists is the best collaboration that makes our security forces act promptly. What kind of insult to Nigeria as a country is that? Government should take this fight more serious than that. Put an end to this nonsense peace deals and fight the terrorists. There should be no safe haven for terrorists in Nigeria. Be a responsible government. Stop frustrating the helpless residents to seek for help after losing hope in the Nigerian government and seeking for peace deal with terrorists. The government knows, but pretending as if they are not part of the peace deals is hilarious. Even in some places, bandits are collecting taxes and levies from people and the government is not seen taking serious action. We read in the news that bandits have established caliphates and authority even in some local governments. Those reports are disturbing about Nigeria. It shows the government are not doing enough to protect the lives and properties of its citizens. Meanwhile, government at all levels can do better than that. The primary responsibility of a government is to protect lives and properties. When government at all levels impose numerous, outrageous, multiple taxes on the people and allocate heavy budgets and spending on security, and the same government has no good result to show for it, what would you expect the rest of the world to call that kind of governance? Even if you are deceiving yourself, of course, majority of the people around the world would not take the government serious anymore. If a government cannot protect its own people to the extent that the people are resorting to self-help, like it is happening right now in Katsina State, then what justification do the government still have to be collecting taxes or even thinking of imposing more taxes on Nigerians? Tell me, taxes for what exactly? What do you have to show for the taxes as accountability for collecting them? Go after the terrorists. Go after them to show you a responsible government. The terrorists are in contact with the community. The security forces are there and they know. Even some of the leaders who head these terrorist groups, the kingpins, they come out and attend physical meetings with the community and the security agencies know. See, there should be no problem locating or arresting or getting in contact with the terrorists. There should be no problem. You have no excuse that you don't know how to find or arrest the bandits again in Nigeria. You have no excuse. So bring all the terrorists in Katsina State to book. The bandits are not ghosts and they are not operating from outside Nigeria. They are all living and operating inside Nigeria, terrorizing, raising their families, and enjoying their ransom in Nigeria without the government dealing with them. In fact, they appear more privileged than the law-abiding citizens. They easily get passport, funding, visa, and other opportunities for themselves and their families. Even to travel for Hajj and perform other religious rites. They flaunt the ransom they collected on social media without being caught. They pass through government watertight security check at our airports without being detected. Or probably those who are to raise the alarm look the other way like their bosses are doing in this case of peace deals and repentant militants. Who knows? But thank God that Saudi Arabia and some other countries are now aware of this nonsense and they are arresting them whenever they enter their countries. Just imagine such disgrace that we do not have a reliable security system that other countries can rely on in Nigeria. Criminals can easily pass through our security checkpoints despite all the gra-gra at our airports. The essence of today's lesson is that the government at all levels in Nigeria need to improve on all the lapses in order to achieve better results in the fight against terrorism in Nigeria. Please stop hiding behind the finger. Everybody is seeing you as a joke, and you are pretending as if that nonsense you are doing is worth celebrating. Instead of terrorism to reduce in Nigeria, it has increased in multiple folds, more than ever before. And you want everybody to pretend along with you that you are trying, even when you are merely looting and stealing public funds under the disguise that you are fighting terrorism in Nigeria. Just imagine, in Katsina State alone, at least 7 local governments have reportedly struck peace deals with bandits. You can imagine the high rate of cultism in Katsina State because all the bandits and terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria are members of various criminal cult groups. Yes. Don't forget, from our previous anti-cult lessons, we no longer have only campus cults. We now have campus cults, street gangs, religious cults, and criminal cult groups terrorizing Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, the lesson for today is that enough is enough of the poor handling of war against cultism in Nigeria. The federal government should stop allowing terrorism to become more lucrative business in Nigeria, consequently encouraging the influx of criminal elements into the country and easy radicalization of members of the communities under the disguise of repentant bandits and peace deals with terrorists. Say no to cultism. Your future family and nation need you. And don't forget that you can't be everywhere your children go, but your words can. Visit www.paystack.com/buy/thesecretbush and download the resource material for these anti-cult lessons in Nigeria. Aluta continua, Victoria Asata. Let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on, remain one nation.
Let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on, remain one nation. We can walk together in harmony. We can live in peace without fighting. Let's go on, let's go. Oh yes, let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on, remain one nation. We can walk together in harmony. We can live in peace without fighting. Let's go on, let's go. Oh yes, let's go on with one Nigeria. We can speak one voice. We can love, we can build a better place for you and me. We can make Nigeria work better for our children. No need for fighting, no need for bombing. Stop killing one another, allow peace to reign. Let's go on, let's go. Oh yes, let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on with one Nigeria. Let's go on, remain one nation. We can walk together in harmony. Peace without fighting. Let's go on, let's go. Oh yes, let's go on with one Nigeria. Different tongues make us strong. Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Ijo, Yoruba. We can make Nigeria work better for